Welcome to our short video explaining some of the changes we've made to lab procedures since COVID-19. Before you come to campus for your first lab, it is absolutely mandatory that you complete the 3 required modules on Moodle. These are the Exposure Control Plan, the PPE COVID-19 module, and WMIS 2015, which you should have completed in your first year of RESP 1580. To keep things organized when everybody lines up for lab, it's helpful if you know which room you will be in, S301, which is the small lab, or S307, which is the large lab. To figure out which room you're in, check your course timetable on My TRU and check your lab section. Then look at RT Student Center and the Fall 2020 Schedules tab for your second and third year lab schedule. Labs run on a 2-week rotating schedule and we start on week 1. For week 1, in this example, if you were in section 1, you would be starting with ABG with Randy on Mondays, and if you were in section 4, on Mondays you would be in mechanical ventilation with Carl. On the day of your lab, we ask that you please self-assess for COVID-19 symptoms. This is to make sure everybody in our program, including students and instructors, stays safe. To check your symptoms and track them, you can download an app called Canada COVID-19 Support, powered by Thrive Health. This gives you common symptoms of COVID-19 and allows you to do a symptom tracker the morning of your lab. It also allows you to input your temperature once you are able to get the temperature measured in lab. However, you can look at your symptoms prior to getting to campus, and we highly recommend it. As you enter the building for your lab, we recommend you put on your mask before entering or just after you enter the building. Please make sure, though, that you sanitize or wash your hands prior to applying the mask to your face so you aren't bringing any germs right to your face. There are hand sanitizer stations at most entrances in the Ken Lapin Science Building. Once you're inside the building, there are signs posted to show direction for hallways and stairwells. Some hallways and stairwells are only unidirectional, meaning they would only go up and only go down. Please obey the signs because these have been posted by the Office of Safety and Emergency Management. It's very important to follow their protocols. We also recommend prior to coming to lab that you use the washroom because there is limited time in lab, so we want you to make sure that you're using it wisely. When you line up for lab, there will be green taped lines on the floor. Please try to maintain 2 meters of distance at all times whenever possible. There are 2 people that can fit in the clinic hallway, there are 12 people that can fit down the hall, and there are 5 to 6 people can fit in the atrium. Also, we recommend that the students in Lab 307 line up first because they will be passing through Lab 301 directly to 307, and it will make the process a whole lot smoother and give you more time in lab. Please leave your fancy coffees and sandwiches at home or have them before or after your lab time. We won't have any food or drink in the lab, no eating and drinking, so if you need to, just bring a water bottle. Also, we recommend that you pack as light as possible. Please don't bring a backpack unless you absolutely need to, because the more bags and baggage, the more chances your stuff will be touching someone else's. Here we have Kale, flouting the lab rules. He's come in with a duffel bag, a tuna snack, and a coffee, and we're going to tell him, leave that stuff outside, man, and he's going to get annoyed and leave. Once you're in the lab, be mindful of the social distancing markers on the ground. As you enter, you will have your temperature taken. If you are in lab 301, you'll have your temperature taken in 301. If you're in the larger lab, you will go straight through 301 and have your temperature checked in 307. After you're cleared to enter the lab, please sanitize your hands and place your bags on the sheet provided. Notice Corey has packed really light, which is awesome. If your temperature is too high to be safely let into lab, we will be sending you home and having you follow up with 811 to see whether you need a COVID-19 test or what further actions are required. Also, please don't show up to lab if you're feeling unwell in any way. This keeps us all safe. We assure you that if you are having to miss a lab due to feeling unwell or needing a COVID-19 test, We will make alternate arrangements, either with your lab partner making a video or scheduling other times for you to come in and safely experience the lab. If I'm in S301, I would get my temperature checked here and my hand sanitizer here. But if I'm in S307, I'm going to keep walking through the small lab and I'm going to wait here to get my temperature checked in the larger lab, S307. Please take notice of the green check marks and the red X's spread around the lab. These are to identify which workstations are safe for you and your lab partner to use. As you near the end of your lab, your instructor will let you know when it's time to clean up. Everyone is responsible for cleaning up their own workstations. Please also be aware that some cleaners can be used on some things and not on others. For example, if we're using iPads or tablets, we can only use alcohol cleaner on those. If you're unsure at any point about what cleaner you should be using, please talk to Janine, our lab guru, or to your instructor. When you're ready to exit the lab, everybody will exit out through the larger lab S307. When lab is done, everyone in S307 is going to exit out this door here, that main entrance, and S301 students will also come through here so that everyone is exiting from the same place. So this is the exit only. After you exit, you're going to come through this door here into the atrium, and you're going to come down the down-only staircase. For more details on our safety plans, there are written copies of the lab safety plans in each lab beside the first aid kit. We will point these out on your first day. For any questions, please let us know at any time. We really look forward to seeing you in lab next week, and that's the end of our video. Thanks for watching.